What is up, my butter biscuits? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift and Ice Spice. If you guys have not heard, they're actually releasing a collab this Friday, and I'm actually really excited to hear it. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I just feel like her music is not really my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, though. Don't attack me. Don't come for me. It's just not kind of like my vibe. I'm not saying I dislike her. Do you know what I'm saying? But I do love Ice Spice, and I do feel like she is like the biggest upcoming female rap artist, and I'm super excited for her, and I feel like this is a really big opportunity for her. With that being said, though, Taylor Swift's supposed boo, allegedly her boo, actually was on a podcast, and he did make some comments about Ice Spice a few months ago. And I actually do have a clip that I'll be playing within this video to show you guys that he actually did apologize for this while he was on tour. He did it in front of his concert, in front of everybody. And I do have to say within myself, I'm like, I find it a little bit irritating that people are out there blaming Taylor Swift. I just feel like I don't get it. So many people are calling out Taylor Swift. There are so many tweets about Taylor Swift calling her out. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, at the end of the day, he's a grown man. I feel like he should be held responsible for his mistakes. People should be calling him out, not Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Before we jump into this video, I will obviously give you guys the full details of everything within today's video, and I will be reading an article from TMZ. I do want to ask you guys this question, though, that way you guys can think about it throughout the video. What would you do if you were dating somebody and you were catching feelings for somebody and then you found out that they did have a problematic history, but they are no longer like that? Say, for example, they made like these remarks on Twitter, or they made these remarks on Facebook, or they offended this person or that person. You know what I'm saying? And people dug it up on the internet. But you're like, wait, this person is no longer like that and I have feelings for them now, and they obviously changed from that. Would you drop that person that you're with? Would you stay with them? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you handle the situation? I've thought about this before. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I like fell in love with somebody who has like such a problematic past and I got dug up on the internet? Do you know what I'm saying? How would I handle that situation? I feel like obviously this day and age is something that we should probably think about, only because everything gets brought up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that it is really an unfortunate situation. The internet is permanent because, say, for example, if you made a comment within your life like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever the time is, and you really regret that and you've never made that comment again, if you've made it on the internet, they still view you that same way. And I feel like that kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I always wonder, like, how would you handle the situation? How would you, like, would you be like, you know what, I'm just gonna break up with this person and leave it at that? Or would you like address it to the public and be like, hey, you know what, yes, they've already acknowledged that there are mistakes, they haven't made that mistake since, and they're a changed person since then? Do you know what I'm saying? Let me ask you that question before getting into the details of today's video, which we will be going over everything. I literally even googled his apology and all that good stuff, so I have it all within today's video, so that way we can talk about it, because I do have to say I'm a really big Ice Spice fan. Like, I'm like ready for her to roll around on tour, y'all. It's okay, it's literally my dream. I know it'll never happen, but I can dream. It's my dream to have like Nicki Minaj, the City Girls, Cardi B, and Ice Spice in a concert, like doing kind of like a festival type of thing. Like, tell me that wouldn't be the bombest festival ever. And I'm like sitting over here and I talk to my friend about it all the time. I'm like, would this not be the best festival ever if they just did that? I doubt it'll happen, because you know how it is. I feel like Nicki Minaj, as much as I love her, she kind of like beefs with everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm rambling way too much. Let me shut up. Click the link down below. Head over to my second channel. That's my travel channel with my brother. And make sure you guys go give a follow over there. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, to start this off, I will be reading a article from TMZ so that way you guys have the details, but then I do have added details on this. You know what? Actually, before we even get into the TMZ article, let me tell you how this all actually popped off. So Taylor Swift actually tweeted out, so much to tell you. I'm a massive fan of this brilliant artist, and after getting to know her, I can confirm she is the one to watch. So delighted to say that Karma, featuring the incredible Ice Spice, will be out tomorrow night at midnight Eastern Standard Time as a part of the new Midnights Till Dawn edition deluxe album that you can pre-order now. Y'all, I do have to say this. I've never even heard this song, Karma. I'm so sorry. So that's why I'm like, I'm really curious to know how it is, because y'all, I loved Princess Diana before Nicki Minaj got on it, and then now that Nicki Minaj is on it, I'm like, if y'all only knew, my family is literally so tired of me playing it. My friends are so tired of me playing it, but I just can't. Like, it's literally my song. I'm like, ooh, girl. Anyway, so I'm really curious to know how this song is. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, hopefully Karma's good. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, so that's exactly how everything got brought up, because then everybody did bring up her new boo, Matt Healy's past. But before we get into that, though, let's go ahead and talk about this headline right here. So it says, Taylor Swift dropping collab with Ice Spice after BF Matt Healy insults. Taylor Swift is teaming up with Ice Spice for an all-new collab, but the new project just so happens to come on the heels of her boyfriend Matt Healy's insults aimed at the rapper. T-Swift made the announcement via Twitter Wednesday saying, so much oh, well, never mind, just kidding. I already read that. Duh. Anyways, however, Ice Spice project couldn't be more awkwardly or perhaps purposely timed considering her boo, Matt, recently came under fire for dissing the Munch rapper. In case you missed it, February, the 1975 frontman went on the Adam Friedland show where Nick Mullen Friedland, oh my god, I'm saying Friedland. It's Friedland and Matt made derogatory comments about the rapper while also mocking Chinese and Hawaiian accents. That clip recently resurfaced online along with a clip of Ice expressing her love for the 1975 band in a separate interview. Matt wound up apologizing last month for offending her, but some fans felt the apology was lackluster. The episode was also scrubbed from several platforms. It's so funny because before even reading this full article, I did see all this stuff popping off on Twitter, and I was actually looking for this episode because I will be playing a clip for it, from the episode for you guys. But I was literally like, hold on, I want to hear this episode for myself so that way I can see the full context of it. But it is actually erased from Audible and it is erased from Apple Podcasts. And I'm like, so I can't find it anywhere. They just completely took it out. I don't know all what was said, but I will be playing a short clip. So anyways, as you know, Taylor and Maddie have been inseparable. After news got out, she broke up with her longtime boyfriend, Joe Elwin. We know Tay and Ice had at least one special moment together with Ice introducing her Song of the Year win for Anti-Hero at the iHeart Awards back in March, and the two posing for photos together. Clearly, there's no bad blood between the two women, and they're ready to bring their talents together. Ready for it? Y'all, sorry for my reading. I'm just all over the place today. I really went hard at the gym after doing my pre-workout. I'm really jittery. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and play a clip for you guys. Actually, I'm going to play clips back to back for you guys so that way you guys can see that Ice Spice is in an interview, and she does actually say that she listens to the 1975, and then I'm going to be playing a small portion of the podcast that did have the parts where he was making the derogatory remarks about Ice Spice, and then we'll come back.
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't expect that. Yeah, shout out Coldplay, the 1975, obsessed with them. Listen to
Ice Spice, you know who that is?
Nick doesn't know who it is.
She's like
one of the Spice Girls.
Yes, that's
she's
right.
like this rapper.
She's the rapper
that has
Spice
one.
Girls.
Inuit Spice Girl. Just this chubby Chinese lady. Yeah, I rap and music. Do they talk like that? Do Inuits talk like that?
They don't talk with a Chinese accent.
They talk like a more Hawaiian style.
Yeah, more Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Yeah. Locals only. Locals only. Gold coconut.
Yeah, that's what Ice Spice is like.
Yeah.
She's a very attractive woman that released one song, and basically
so you slide in your DMs, you're like, so what are you, a fucking Eskimo or something?
Yeah, that's what I was like, you fucking dumb.
Yeah. Anyways.
So as you guys can see from right there, the remarks that he did make obviously can be very, very hurtful to Ice Spice. I am going to play a clip for you guys from one of his tours, one of his shows, where he did actually address this in front of everybody. And I want to get your guys' opinions about this because honestly, y'all, I just always feel like, and I've asked you guys this so many times before, what is the appropriate apology? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I do always feel like, whether it be in the beauty space, whether it be in the YouTube space, whether it be in just the influencer space, reality TV, whatever the case is, I feel like there's always going to be people saying that apology wasn't good enough. So I just always wonder, what is good enough? How do you ever, make a formal apology and say, for example, mean it to everybody? You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like it is, at the end of the day, a little bit difficult to appease everybody, especially, say, for example, I don't know if Ice Spice accepted that apology. I don't know if she's cool with it, but what if she was? What if she's like, hey, I appreciate that and I'm ready to move forward? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me go ahead and play a small clip of this TikTok. It's actually a 2-minute clip, TikTok, but I'm only going to play a small portion of it so that way you guys can see his apology.
It's not because I'm annoyed that me joking got misconstrued. It's because I don't want Ice Spice to think that I'm a dick. I love you, Ice Spice. I'm so sorry. But I don't want anything I get misconstrued to be mean. I don't mind being a bit of a joker, and there's so many people here that are like, what the fuck is this part of the show? Does he do this all the time? I know that you know that I do. But I don't want to be, it's okay for me to be a trickster or whatever, but I don't want to be perceived as kind of being hard. Because honestly, I just love you guys, and I love doing this, and So the truth is, I've been coming out on stage and I do all this kind of stuff, and it's all a bit of a put on, because the truth is, I just want to say hello, this is a bit embarrassing. I'm sorry if I get it wrong. We all get it wrong, and I just have to do it in public and then apologize for Ice Spice. So my life's just a bit weird. But I am genuinely sorry if I upset her, because I fucking love her.
So as you guys can see from right there, he did address it in front of a big crowd. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know, me personally, I always feel like an apology is up to the person to like accept. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, say for example, if I got like, you know, I don't know, if people were trash talking me on the online and I said that was really hurtful and that bothered me, and the person just literally got out there and said, you know what, I'm really sorry, Tim, for making those remarks, and I'm like, you know what, I accept it, whatever, that's my choice. Then I feel like at the end of the day, people really shouldn't be entitled to like, you know, judge that. Do you know what I mean? If the person accepts it, the person that was actually directly affected by it, do you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, but obviously we don't know what Ice Spice has to say about this because she hasn't made a comment about it. But I do want to say though, the timing of everything with Taylor Swift and Ice Spice is really, really kind of ironic, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's coincidental. Maybe they obviously found wind about this and they were like, okay, let's go ahead and do a collab and kind of like hype it up because it will be beneficial to the both of them. I don't know. I feel like sometimes in showbiz, some things are really, really like hyped up and some things may be orchestrated. Some things may be really kind of like laid out, kind of like a movie. Do you know what I'm saying? To get people to get like drawn in and get more views and get more attention and get more streams. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe there's some other reason for this. I really don't know. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about this. Make sure you guys answer my question in the beginning of the video because I really genuinely am curious what to know, like what everybody would say about that, because I do feel like that is something to like think about these days. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts on everything and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.